There comes a moment in every life when the dream seems impossible, when the mountain looks too high, the storm too violent, the path too dark to see the end. And in that moment, the world whispers one word into your ear: quit. But history belongs to those who never listened. Persistence, the unglamorous, unseen, relentless force that has built empires, written legends, and turned ordinary men and women into immortals. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not genius. It's the decision to keep going when every reason tells you to stop. Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before lighting up the world. He was called a fool by the educated, a dreamer by the practical. Yet when asked how he endured so many failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is persistence, the refusal to interpret failure as final. Henry Ford went bankrupt 5 times before revolutionizing transportation. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Colonel Sanders was rejected over 1,000 times before one restaurant finally said yes to his recipe. You see, persistence is not about never falling. It's about never staying down. Every setback is a question from life. How badly do you want it? And only those who answer with action earn the right to rise. The greatest victories are born in the silence of persistence, in the long nights of doubt, when no one claps, when no one believes, when your dream feels like a burden instead of a blessing. But those are the moments that define the few who rise above the many. Because persistence is not glamorous, it's lonely, it's exhausting, it's unseen. It's waking up at 4 a.m. when your body aches and your mind screams no. It's staying focused when distractions seduce you with comfort. It's failing publicly and returning privately with more hunger than before. That is the spirit of every great achiever. Abraham Lincoln lost elections, businesses, and even his sanity, yet he rose to become one of history's greatest leaders. Why? Because he refused to let defeat define him. He understood what most never will. Persistence is not a strategy. It is a lifestyle. It is the discipline of showing up again and again until destiny gives in. Every great dream tests the heart of the dreamer. The universe will not hand you success just because you want it. It must know you deserve it, that you are willing to bleed for it, to sacrifice for it, to endure when others escape. That's the price. If it were easy, it wouldn't be worth it. If it came quickly, it wouldn't last. Greatness is carved through struggle, not comfort. Diamonds are born under pressure. Oaks grow strong against the wind. Steel is forged in fire. So when life turns up the heat, when the pressure rises, don't curse it, embrace it, because that is where your strength is built. That is where your future self is born. The truth is this: you don't discover your power when everything is easy. You discover it when there is nothing left in you but one more step, and you take it anyway. Jim Rohn once said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." But that bridge is built one step at a time, by persistence. Discipline says, "I will do it." Persistence says, "I will keep doing it until it's done." Look at every success story. Behind the glamour, behind the glory, there are scars, the kind only persistence can earn. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey, told she was unfit for television. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter changed the world. Do you think their dreams were easy? No. But they had something stronger than comfort, a refusal to quit. Because persistence doesn't care about odds. It doesn't negotiate with fear. It doesn't seek permission. It keeps going, one step, one breath, one heartbeat at a time. And eventually, inevitably, the world bows to it. You see, persistence turns impossibility into inevitability. It turns someday into today. But here's the truth most people ignore. Persistence isn't fueled by motivation. Motivation fades. It's fueled by purpose. When your why is strong enough, your how reveals itself. When your vision burns deep enough, the obstacles shrink. Napoleon Hill said, "Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent advantage." But that seed only grows through persistence. Most people quit when they're inches from the finish line. They turn back not because they can't make it, but because they can't see how close they already are. That's why persistence demands faith. Faith in the unseen. Faith in yourself. Faith that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Even when no one notices. Even when it feels pointless. Even when the results don't show. The soil of success doesn't bloom overnight. The seed must break before it grows. So when you're buried in failure, remember, you're not buried to die. You're planted to rise. Every rejection is redirection. Every delay is preparation. Every failure is feedback. If you can hold that mindset, nothing can stop you. Because persistence is the ultimate equalizer. You may not be the smartest. You may not be the most gifted. But if you refuse to give up, you will outlast everyone who does. That's the secret of champions. When others rest, they rise. When others doubt, they believe. When others break, they bend. And one day, the same people who questioned your journey will call you lucky. But you'll know, luck had nothing to do with it. It was persistence. Day after day. Choice after choice. Sacrifice after sacrifice. So whatever your dream is, business, health, art, legacy, decide right now that you will not stop until it's done. Write it, see it, feel it, and every single day act as if it's already yours. There will be times when you fall to your knees, when you doubt everything, when you want to walk away. But in that darkness, remember this. Persistence is not about never breaking. It's about breaking and coming back stronger. The world does not remember those who almost tried. It remembers those who refused to surrender. So rise, again and again and again. Let your persistence become your identity. Let your consistency become your strength. Let your resilience become your legend. Because the power of persistence is not in what it gives you, it's in who it makes you become. You become disciplined. You become courageous. You become unstoppable. And that, my friend, is the ultimate victory. Not what you achieve, but who you become in the process. So when the odds are against you, when everything screams that it's over, smile. Because that's when persistence does its finest work. That's when destiny watches closely, waiting to see if you still believe. And when you keep moving, despite the pain, despite the doubt, despite the silence, that's when you earn the crown that only the persistent wear. Never stop. Never surrender. Never lose faith. The world bends to the will of those who refuse to quit. That is the power of persistence, against all odds.